SpongeBob, who didn't have a driver's license, actually turned into a coach. He also opened the largest driving school. Even Mrs. Puff became his student. She asked SpongeBob to teach her how to drive a bubble boat. SpongeBob demonstrated that just stepping on the foot could make the bubble boat move forward. Then he let Mrs. Puff have a try. But Mrs. Puff, who had a poor sense of balance, was really frightened as soon as she started. After many practices, they passed quite a few projects, but when facing the cacti all over the road, they still destroyed the driving school. They had to go on the road again. This time it went very smoothly. Mrs. Puff successfully learned how to drive a bubble boat. Finally, the road test came. Just when Mrs. Puff felt good about herself, she accidentally drove onto the highway. She panicked instantly. After several collisions, she actually started driving in the opposite direction. This scared Mrs. Puff so much that she became several times larger. Countless bubble boats gathered around her and began to float towards the sea surface. After hitting the sea level, the bubbles dissipated one after another. The residents fell rapidly. Seeing this, SpongeBob immediately blew a lot of bubbles. He successfully saved the residents by using the bubbles. After this incident, the residents in Bikini Bottom were no longer allowed to drive bubble boats. This meant that Mrs. Puff's miserable days were coming again.